All right, everybody. Episode 5 of Duncan and Friends. We got Mr. Patrick Gilbride in the room today.
Hey.
Say hi, Patrick.
Hi, how's it going, everybody?
It's going pretty fucking well. Even though you weren't talking to us, you're talking to the audience. That's okay.
I break the fourth wall constantly.
You know, I fucking dig it, man. Fucking dig it. So, how's Denver been treating you the past few days?
Denver's been good, although I've spent most of my time up in Evergreen,
Yeah.
which is beautiful, obviously.
Fucking gorgeous.
Denver is great because it's an escape. It's an escape from Los Angeles, which
Totally
I've been living
agree.
for the past 4 months now.
Yes.
And tell you what, it gets crazy out there.
I came and visited for like less than a week, and I was like, fuck, this is nuts.
I know. It changes. It's funny how fast like people change. When
Yeah.
you go to different places. Like even just coming back here, I noticed myself like acting differently.
A little bit
You
more
know.
Colorado.
A little bit like more laid back. And I just
Yeah.
kind of like,
Not everyone's on the go as much, maybe.
Exactly.
Or people go to New York, they just get stressed out during their visit.
Yeah.
So people that live there have a level of stress just normally higher than us. I
That's
think.
true. And Los Angeles is the same way. I mean, it's the second most
Yeah.
populous city in the U.S. I was looking at a graphic the other day of states that have less population than the county of Los Angeles. And it's like half of the United States. Like Colorado is included. I
Yeah.
think Virginia was in there. Like these huge states are like have less people than this one little
In
county.
the city of Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it's fucking, there's so, dude, I remember like driving around there with you and just being like, what the fuck? This is different. Like everything's so packed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like remember,
You fly in and it's straight like 30 minutes of city at 200, 300 miles an hour.
Crazy. And when we were driving, we were like
shore.
going over that bridge and like all the mountains and shit, but it was different mountains than like Colorado. It was wild.
Yeah, they
Crazy
got little tiny mountains out there.
Yeah.
At least in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's like
What are they called?
hills. Literally Hollywood Hills, I
That was
guess.
perfect.
Beverly Hills, Hollywood
There
Hills.
we go.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with somebody. Who is it? My soon-to-be roommate, actually, Paul, and he was talking. We were talking about like coming from Denver, and that like every elevation out here, like that Denver's 5,280
Yeah.
feet, and Evergreen's like 8,000, and Aspen's 9,000, and Steamboat's 8,000, like all these different things. And then going out to Los Angeles, a big hill is like, oh, we're at like 1,000 feet up here. Whoa, got to watch out for
That's
the
so
altitude.
funny. That's ridiculous. You're totally right, though.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So
So you had some crazy shit.
I had some
happen,
crazy shit happen today. I almost lost. No, I didn't almost lose my job. I thought I was going to lose my job. I thought I was going to get sued.
What happened?
Okay, so we got to go way back.
Oh, God.
So-
all right, here we go.
I'm a
We
teacher.
diving deep into this?
We're diving deep into this.
Ooh.
So I'm a teacher at Guitar Center. Okay. I love my job. It's fantastic. I get to, provide education to the youth, a quality education. I like to think I'm doing a service for these kids, right? So, sorry, I had to burp. So basically, corporate got mad at me and my friend Justin Doe, who everyone knows, I'm sure. Not everyone, but I'm sure everyone who's listening to this right now, in this moment, does. Because we had a gig, and it was a wedding gig, and they got mad at us and said, well, you guys can't cancel all your lessons, blah, 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 blah. Got super pissed and maybe said, I don't know if they actually said these things. But what we were told was they told us that we were replaceable and all this stuff, right? And, they could fire us at any moment, which not really true, because typically people with a degree aren't going to work at Guitar Center. Not to speak bad of my company. I love my company. I feel like we do a really great job. But, typically you just don't have a lot of that, I feel like. So we go and we decide, we should start our own thing. We should start our own thing. So we're gonna do that, and then our boss at the time, who will remain nameless, said, "Yeah, let's do it. Like I can front this. I can provide the space. Like, yeah, let's do it." The goal wasn't to take any Guitar Center students, anything like that. So flash forward 2 weeks later, boss gets fired. Right? Boss gets fired. Goes nuts, starts telling us like, hey, take all the leads. We're going to steal all of Guitar Center's students, bring the place to the ground. which like we had said in a joking way, right? You know, like, ha ha ha, let's burn the place to the ground.
The
right?
way you do after you, like, you know.
Yeah, of course. But we're not actually going to do it, right?
It's like Office Space.
Exactly. So
Burn this place to the
basically, yeah. So shit starts getting really out of hand. We start getting super uncomfortable. We're like, hey, man, we're out. We're done. He talks to our students without our permission, tells them that we already left, starts lying to people, things like this, right? So we're like, dude, we're out. Like, we're done. Didn't do anything. We're done.
That's okay. That's slanderous. Right
Super fucked up, right? Yeah. So, because then our reputations are on the line, and this was supposed to be like an 8-month thing. He was trying to fit it all into a month. No business plan, nothing like that. Came across this guy who is the head of like one of the biggest health contractors in Colorado, and a millionaire. And the guy's like, yeah, I'll fund it, just without any business plan, nothing like that. Yeah, I'll do it, sure. Like, what the fuck? So we think, okay, so basically we just kind of stop talking to him. We tell him that we're out. We don't hear from him for a while, you know. And then he calls us back, and he kind of tries to convince us to go back. We're thinking about it. We're like, oh, you know, he seems cool now. He seems a little bit more calm. Then we heard the entire store talking about this plan. So we're like, okay, we're not losing our jobs. This is fucking crazy. No, we're done. So basically, one of our other teachers, not me or Justin, one of the other ones, basically was like, yeah, he approached me and wrote this whole report sent to our regional manager and said he's trying to steal the students, all this stuff. Regional manager gets pissed, as he would, right? Because he's trying to take a bunch of students, not one or two, a bunch. So basically, he gets blacklisted from the store. Banned from everything. Banned from every Guitar Center.
They got his like picture up on the front, you know, with the security.
Yep.
Like, don't let this guy
everywhere.
in.
Exactly. So basically, can't do that. And he's, you know, being kind of nuts, and he starts calling us again. We're like, dude, no, we're not going to answer the phone call. Like, you're crazy. We don't want to talk to you, blah, 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 blah. So he comes back, and we get a message from, I kind of skipped over some stuff. Gets blacklisted from the store. We just kind of stop and communicate with him, right? We stop kind of talking to him. Now, at this point, we think we're home free. We know he's starting up his own store. We support it. Hey, man, go do what you want to do. You can even have some of the students.
People need to learn, man.
Yeah, and like people got to eat too, right? So totally cool. Now, we get a call from an unknown number. No caller ID. This is strange. This was this morning.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's
fresh.
And it's the
fresh
guy.
to the press.
And it's the guy. And he's like, hey, guys, listen, I'm kind of pissed at you. This was your idea. And I'm about to get sued by Guitar Center. So just so you guys know, if I get sued by Guitar Center and parents get mad at me, I'm going to basically throw you guys under the bus and get you fired. If you don't contact me by the end of the day today, I'm going to make sure that Guitar Center knows that you are a part of this and you will both lose your jobs. So we're like, fuck me. So we got to come clean at this point. And the Guitar Center has no idea that we were even a part of it, anything like that we even communicated with them, right? So we gotta come clean. Like, we gotta tell them what happened. At least beat them to the punch. We lose our jobs. We fucked up. Okay, we're gonna learn from it, right? So we go to Guitar Center. We're talking to our manager, and we're like, so we got a call from, you know, said guy, and he said you guys were suing him. We tell him the whole story. Then we, you know, tell him the voicemail they left, and our manager just starts laughing, and he's like, dude, it was a cease and desist letter. He's like, he can keep stealing students if he wants to. We're not going to sue him. We don't care that much. We're a giant corporation. It doesn't matter. You guys are fine. Like, you're cool. Like, we really appreciate you guys, like, coming forth. And, you know, it's awesome. You guys appreciate your jobs. But we love having you here. And you guys want to work here. We're not going to fire you. You guys are cool. Like, we knew everything that you just told us.
Oh, wow.
And then he stops. He's like, can I listen to the voicemail? So we play the voicemail, and he just starts cracking up. And me and Justin are in the car driving to Guitar Center. We're like, dude, like we're fucked. We're gonna get fired. This is awful. Oh my God.
Your life is flashing before your eyes.
And then I'm like, well, you know what? If we get sued, or if we lose our jobs, imagine how desperate we'll be. We'll have to work our asses off in order, in order to eat. And we're gonna do something with our lives. It's gonna be okay. And so we're like worst case basis.
That's great. Always positive. I love that.
And then our manager was like, we love you guys. Listen, you guys are two of our best teachers. We're not going to fire you guys. We'd be stupid if we did. I mean, don't take our students. But if you did, we'd just tell you to stop. That's about it.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
so that was my entire morning this morning.
Well, can we hear a snippet of this voicemail?
No.
Not one little.
We cut that in
I
later.
deleted
in
mine.
post.
Justin still has his.
Oh, no, I would just put it out to the mic, just the good part, like, just to hear what his tone was when he's like, and I'm going to bring you guys down.
Yeah, at least their boss is a nice guy and he doesn't want to like keep stringing on the whole thing of like, no, we're actually gonna make him think that he's actually gonna get sued.
Ridiculous, dude. Yeah, he's like, no, it was a cease and desist letter, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not going to fucking sue him.
Cease and desist sounds pretty intense, but what is that actually?
It's just like basically, well, a cease and desist can sometimes be like, hey, you should stop what you're doing and we have this legal recourse against you.
Yeah.
X, Y, Z we can do. But most of the time it's just like, stop doing that because, with small fry stuff, it's like, are you going to actually pay the lawyer to go and do this
Yeah,
sort of
exactly.
thing? It's probably more expensive to get a lawyer than the lost earnings that you're going to incur because of that.
Yeah. So they're basically trying to fuck with him.
Business stuff.
Yeah.
And my boss was like, listen, guys, there was a lot of legal jargon in that letter. I guarantee he didn't understand. You guys are fine. So, yeah.
Maybe he'll write a song about it.
And
Maybe.
where's he going to be in 5 years? If you could give a description of what you think
Man.
this character, what's next?
This sounds like
He is blacklisted from the company.
He's blacklisted from Guitar Center. Where is he gonna get like musical
Guitar.
equipment?
Any
Especially
gear.
in Colorado,
Any gear.
I don't know where else to get stuff in Colorado except
man.
for Guitar Center.
I don't know.
I think the whole thing is a front for health insurance. Didn't you say that? He's funded by a health insurance guy?
Yep.
Yeah, the whole thing it's all gonna come together. The place is
money
gonna
laundering.
burn down and someone's gonna make a lot of money. Mark my words.
Fuck. You're right. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so that was, that's basically the whole story.
Drama at Guitar Center, man.
Then I called my mom and she's like, fuck. She's like, listen, he's probably bluffing. I'm sure he's not getting sued. So, moral of the story, our parents are smart. And we're all still children. So
Yeah, this morning I was
gotta-
almost going to stop you and be like, wait. Suing Guitar Hero? And I'm like, are they going to sue you? Like, no, let me finish.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because that would have been ridiculous if that was actually true.
What about this? Like, I was telling you, we don't have, just like Justin, we don't have a net worth.
Yeah, what are they gonna take
yeah.
from us?
A fucking apartment?
They're gonna put us in indentured servitude or
Yeah.
something.
We can't, whatever.
Yeah.
We
We got-
have nice speakers, but
Yeah.
We got one of those ones at Main the Shade
Yeah.
from AEG from Coachella basically, because we accidentally unintentionally used some of their intellectual property, and they came back at us and were like, "Hey, take that down," and we got so scared.
Waving the finger.
You just get so scared when like a big ass company comes towards an individual and you're like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
what
dude.
am I gonna do?"
You're like, fuck. I didn't want to do this. This is
it's like
ridiculous.
a pregnancy scare of a. Maybe not.
Those are crazy.
Pregnancy
Kinda
scare
is.
of a company.
Just about the same, monetary kind of weight to it.
Truth. Oh my God. Can you guys imagine like having a kid just like right now? Like just like your heart would
Right now,
sink.
no. It just confuses me. I see not a whole lot of my friends, but a couple of my friends like
Yeah.
going off and having kids and like, what the hell? I can't even like dress myself half the time.
That's what I'm saying, man.
The cat's plenty of responsibility right now.
I
Yeah.
can't fucking even take care of him.
He meows, and then you're like, okay, maybe stop. It's been like 5 minutes of meowing. Babies will cry 8 hours straight.
Yeah, and you can't shake them like you can a dog or a cat. You can't hit them like you can a dog. Just kidding. Just kidding. That was a bad joke.
That was a
can't eat-
joke. That was a joke. Maybe.
Slap their butts.
Let's see. Yeah, I always tap Duncan's head.
You don't got to send them to college. You don't got to send them, high school.
Bro.
It's a good like in between, I guess.
I'd probably have a panic
And
attack.
and if
I
they
found
run
out.
away and if they just die, it's like whatever.
It's like, fuck, that sucks.
It's also heart-wrenching.
Yeah. It's also
cute Duncan.
terrible. Yeah, I'd be sad if Duncan died.
You know that cat scratch fever is really a thing?
Every time I get scratched, it just...
Yeah. It's like an actual medical thing. And some people, if you've got the AIDS, it gets pretty bad. This shit is getting heavy, man.
Oh my god.
This shit got heavy after this story that you told.
Have you guys heard of, I'm gonna butcher this, so hopefully one of you guys know what I'm talking about.
All right.
There's this disease that I think comes from, I forget what it comes from, but I think you're attracted to cat urine or something like that.
Never heard of
Is
this.
that really a disease? It sounds phenomenal. You know how free and cat urine is and how easy it is to get a hold of? If you're going to be obsessed with something, better that would be natural.
Is this like the thing like South Park where it's like the cheesing?
Hold on.
Remember that?
I'm share. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna try to look this
It's
up.
a disease that you get attracted to cat urine.
Once again, not a disease.
Mark's like, that's me every day.
Isn't a disease only if it's debilitating? And it's like,
Why can't you?
I'm sure going to the gym is not a disease. Improvement of your life.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a parasite that if you, I think this is correct. I don't know. They found it in rats, but I think it happened in humans too. I could be wrong. I don't know. Let me know if I am. I'll say I'm a dumbass. But basically, there's this parasite that basically brainwashed rats into craving cat urine. And it alters the brains of rats and mice so they are attracted to the scent of their predators or something like that. But I think that it happened with some humans too, and some really fucking weird stuff.
Did you say it was a parasite?
Parasite.
Is like a worm or something, or some sort of
I think so.
fungus sort of
Cat toxoplasma. I don't know. I'm just completely butchering this, but it's something like that. I'm sure someone knows what I'm talking about. But yeah,
I'm sure the cats are thankful though.
yeah.
They get more rats running towards them.
Yeah, like
Fucking food. Hey, let's eat up.
start pissing on the floor so they can kill
Yeah.
the rats.
Exactly.
God damn it, Duncan.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here as the guest and say, hey, let's talk about music.
Yeah, you're right. This has been kind of super.
We're talking about medical. We're talking about business. All this stuff. Let's talk about music. And I'm gonna take control here. You guys have projects coming out, don't you? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yes, we do. We have one coming out soon. We're like working on.
Give me a
sending it.
synopsis here.
We sent it to some people today, whether it's YouTube channels or blogs or
Instagram people.
Yeah.
So trying to get some influencers on it.
My new goal with music of any sort is to not just put it upload it to SoundCloud and just go on Facebook and be like, hey, it's a song. No one cares. I want to get it released by someone who already has a following. So then your effort to reach people is, is easier. I don't know. Like if I get,
That's pretty interesting.
we're gonna get Future. We submitted it to this thing called Future Bass. It's a YouTube channel. They have a little video that has a waveform. They have 100,000 followers. They get it to upload. We say it's a premiere. That's even more help for them because it's more exposure. Then maybe a blog will write it up. That's another option. And Joey can explain the Instagram one.
Yes. So I have been very interested. And anyone who knows me knows I'm fucking obsessed with Gary Vaynerchuk. Everything that he does. I think the man's fucking brilliant. I subscribe to that Bible. I'm in the Church of Gary. Hashtag Church of Gary. But don't make that a hashtag. But one of his big things is you need to bartering basically. So say, okay, I need some promotion for my song. I need some promotion for the X, Y, or Z. Well, let me contact people who run vlogs. Let me contact Instagram and influencers. Let me try to make content for you so then you can post this content for me. Let me try to bring you value. And then probably if you message, if you contact, say 1,000 people, right? Maybe only 10 of them will say yes.
Right.
But the whole goal is you don't know if you don't ask. And if that one of those 10 and 1,000 is someone who has 100,000 followers, boom, you have this giant, and you also have a relationship with that person as well. That's kind of what I've been thinking a lot about lately. actually. So I was doing a lot of that today.
And with,
That's cool.
and with these things, you always want to be careful of like the first thing you send a certain thing. So like a big label for me like is Ausla, and I'll never send them a song until I think it's like so good. And if they deny it, I'll be okay with it. But if you send them like shit, they're gonna be like, there's a possibility like, oh, this artist sent this before. Don't even look at it. It was
Don't
shit
even look
last
at
week.
these artist submissions anymore because they're.
And so we think this tune is good enough, and I'm confident in enough to send it to bigger people.
Oh, cool.
And we're gonna do Monster Cat, but they stopped doing demo submissions. It's like a big dance label, and it is like it can be categorized as that, and they can be categorized as like pop as well, or like future jazz. We're talking about today.
Future jazz.
Future jazz.
But we also did a little campaign. I think we want to do it again on a busy campus day. But we went around and Joey played guitar, and I held up a whiteboard that said, "Who wants to listen to the song?" It's on like it's over there actually.
Yeah.
And we got a couple people to listen to it. We filmed their reaction and asked them a couple questions about
Cool. You filmed it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Then we
Putting
got-
that up on YouTube.
Yeah. Yep.
So if we do a bunch,
Sweet.
we can do a little montage.
The I think we got like 3 when we were out there. So the goal is to get like 10 to 15, and then kind of put it all into one thing. We have filmed the reaction to the song, and then we asked them what the word lonely means to them because the song is lonely. We got some good answers.
Yeah, the
So-
first girl we had was actually moved here from LA and is involved in the indie scene here. What's it called?
Growth House. Growth House. Shout out Growth House.
Growth House.
It's a space available.
Yeah, which
for
I'm
people.
interested in. We'll rope back to that, but keep talking. Sorry.
But yeah. And then she was like, lonely is like my like default setting, like default emotion. And I was like, whoa.
That's heavy as
That's heavy.
fuck.
Wow.
That's cool. And she was like, it was an honest like face when she was listening. The next girl had like this grime face when she was
That's so
listening to
lovely.
it, like when it like kicked in. And she's like, I'll dance to this. And it was
crazy.
fantastic to see people's reactions.
It was wild.
So what was the thing you said? It was house, grunge house.
It was a Growth House.
House.
I believe
This is what I'm interested in. Is like what's going on in Denver right now.
she was saying that it is a it's kind. I'm assuming it's kind of like what Seventh Circle used to be. Basically, it's like a home venue. And they set it up and they have a bunch of shows there, and they had some people from Australia there, and they had right.
Okay, so this is a venue.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying this is like a new genre.
No.
coming out.
It is a.
So I'm trying to imagine what Growth House would
Growth
sound
House.
like.
It's
It's
like-
just
it's
a
like-
very
it's like
silent
progressive.
song.
Yeah.
It just starts off really, really quietly, and 15 minutes later, you're like in an ecstasy trip. Like,
Yes.
That's called a set. It's called a good set.
It's called Real Life Right Now. It's already out there. Go listen
Yes.
to
growth set. That's what we call that.
Growth set.
it. So Growth House took over basically what was the vacuum that was left when the Seventh Circle.
I think that's what the goal is. I'm not super up on it. But I know that when she was talking about it, it was really cool. So everyone should go look them up. Growth House on Facebook.
I also heard there was another venue opening here that's called like Elysium or something, another club.
Temple just opened up.
Temple?
Yeah,
Maybe that's the one.
It's like from San Francisco.
Yeah, I heard about this out in LA.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a cool thing.
It's like a Vegas,
Which-
like upper class, or like with that Vegas club. I don't know. Yeah,
I heard the sound system in there is going to be just something incredible.
it's
Like,
good, but
it's
I've
made
heard
of stainless steel or something.
It's the Function One, but it's in like a bigger room. I think they still have to do like sound dampening or something to make it a little better. I've heard it's a little like echoey and stuff because
Gotcha.
it's a lot of bass.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Aaron actually works there as visuals.
Yep.
Really?
He's on their first podcast.
Aaron. Yeah.
Stoic.
Listen to that one.
Shout out Stoic.
I listened to that one. The first time I listened to you guys' podcast was when I was went on a walk on Runyon Canyon
Hell yeah.
out in LA. Right, I think I saw like Jack Nicholson there with a guy who looked exactly like Jack Nicholson, and they were both dressed exactly the same.
Interesting.
So I think Jack Nicholson has a twin. It's one guy, or like it appears in public as one guy, but
They just like
actually
switch
two
off
people.
jobs.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll do this. I'll make
Right.
more money than you do this one. We saw Asa Akira when I was out there.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
That was pretty good.
Asakura?
Yep. Asa
Akira.
Akira.
What?
The
Who's
porn
that?
star.
Oh. I thought you were just pronouncing Elisa weird.
No.
Asa.
Asa Akira.
That makes sense though.
She's the one that does all the massage videos,
Oh.
all the Nuru stuff.
It's a good genre.
Yep. Throwing in some porn knowledge in this
Porn.
podcast.
Shout out. Stupid internet shit that should not restrain us from watching porn.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Have you heard anything about this net neutrality thing? That's all crazy.
Sure, yeah, I've heard about it.
It like died down for a second, then everyone's talking about it.
I've got two. Obviously, there's two sides to pretty much every issue nowadays because two-party system, that whole thing, and net neutrality. Obviously, I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
If you would have to pay more, but I think it like everything's going to be positive in the end. So this is how it's going to work out. Net neutrality, okay, it's gone. And all of a sudden you have to pay more for Netflix or something like that. Well, I'm not going to pay for Netflix. I'm going to go read a book.
Yeah.
Unless people are going to pay for Netflix. There's a carrying capacity to how much money you're going to get out of people when it comes to big business. And if you try and stretch that too far, you're not going to get that much more. And the public is going to change where it consumes what it wants to consume, which is basically entertainment.
It's
on
like
the other side,
the Taylor Swift thing.
On the other side, companies, imagine yourself as the business owner of Comcast or anything like that. You have a fiduciary responsibility to make the most profit. So whatever you can do to do that, you want to do. No matter how many people it's going to fuck over, no matter how many, if people are going to have to pay more or less, whatever, you're just trying to make profit, and that's just business. And so people on both sides get angry at each other, and it's like, what the hell? Just go and get what you want out of this life, basically. I did hear something interesting about it, though. I forget where I was. It was like somewhere on Reddit, but basically, I think the conclusion of this post in this legal sort of forum was that because net neutrality is gone, you have like utilities. If you own a piece of land, you have like utilities that come onto your thing, onto your plot, and there's this whole legal thing of like easements. So people like you build onto your property or something, they have to pay you for stuff. If it's I think what it was saying is like if it's a common carrier like electric or water companies are, where it's the same stuff just getting flowed through. They don't discriminate on what kind of electricity, where it's coming from, and how much, that sort of thing. They legally don't have to pay an easement to you. You can't make them pay anything to you. So basically, repealing net neutrality, I think the point of this thing was that it allows you to go after the cable company and say, hey, because you have your cables on my land, you have to pay me now.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I wonder what's going to come with that. I bet they're going to try and suppress that, or maybe I'm totally wrong out of left field here.
Interesting.
But yeah, so you might actually profit off of losing net neutrality in some sense, but not that much because obviously you lose out in the end. Everybody loses.
Yeah.
Everything's terrible, and we're all going to hell.
People don't realize their buyer power though. Like you can if people actually stop buying stuff, things would go away or change.
Very, very true.
It's very hard.
True, yeah.
Certain things.
And I mean, when you get to oh, he's really going at it over there.
He's fucking loving that thing. That's Duncan, our mascot.
Digging in the.
He's knocking stuff out. He's just really causing havoc in here. But I think what you're going to see is that net neutrality is repealed. If they just charge people more, it's just like making hassle for everybody to get the same things that they were getting before anyways.
Yeah.
These companies are posting record profits every year anyway, so it's like going to be more in there, more of that.
Yeah.
And especially when it comes to, the internet, what do you use it for? You use it for entertainment and information. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I'm not sure what else you use. Maybe like commerce, like buying stuff, Amazon and that sort of thing. So you use it for pretty much those three things: entertainment, information, and commerce. And what repealing net neutrality seems to do is make those things harder for everybody, because you're just trying to say, you're just putting a toll in the middle and saying, hey, people from both sides, if you want to get access to each other, you've got to pay us more money.
Yeah.
And what that has the effect of doing is slowing down and stifling those things from happening. So you're going to have people getting mad at them from the consumer side, but you're also going to have people from the other consumer side, basically, companies like Netflix, Amazon, iTunes, all these other, the entertainment, information, and commerce companies getting mad at internet service providers for just jacking the prices up for arbitrary reasons, So
Yeah, that's kind of my thing too. Well, and like it's kind of like what we were talking about the Taylor Swift thing the other night, right?
oh man, yeah, that was a pretty
I got
heated discussion.
so heated.
That was fun. That was fun. I love heated discussions though.
It's fantastic.
This is when the dirt comes out.
The real
soul
shit comes
bears
out.
itself, and you see who everybody is.
Yeah. John was talking to Justin. He's like, I've never seen Joey like that before. And then Justin's like, how long have you known him for? He does it like once a month.
Yeah, it's like a regular sort of thing.
Yeah. He freaks the fuck out.
You want to explain it? What was going on?
Yeah, so-
I gotta grab a drink.
Do it. Oh, you should open the wine.
The wine.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, and I'm not completely educated on this. I'll admit that. But Mark, maybe you know some about it too. But Taylor Swift is basically charging some incredible rates for her concert tickets, which is fine, right? That's okay. But she's making people buy her merch in order to get lower concert tickets,
So
lower prices.
So if I want to go to Taylor Swift Pepsi Center 2018, what do I have to do? It's $200 ticket for the middle. What else? What's extra?
Basically, yeah, it's in the one of the things over there.
Nice.
Yeah, Mark knows where.
It's in the there.
But
Just bring this over here.
basically, yeah. But basically, what the whole deal is you basically have to buy a bunch of her merch in order to get an affordable ticket. So my whole thing is like, well, I think that's just like fundamentally wrong in order to say you have to buy my merch in order to make the ticket affordable. Patrick, could you unlock the door over there too? Because Justin's about to walk in. Thank you, brother. But basically, the whole thing is like, you have to buy tickets in order to make the concert ticket affordable. And I think that's fundamentally wrong because I think that you're basically stiff-arming people into buying your merch. And if your merch is shitty, then people shouldn't buy it. They should want to buy it because it's good, not because they want to have a
So is
cheaper
it like
ticket.
is it like you're buying a $200 shirt and you get a concert ticket with it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So essentially, the way I understand it is that, say you have a concert that has 1,000 tickets available, right? And you have a $200 ticket base price, just general admission. It's like a field seat, somewhere like, I don't know, Red Rocks does this sort of thing all the time, where it's just like general admission. Wherever you end up is where you end up. So when you have high demand concerts, like Taylor Swift or something, $200 ticket, within 5 minutes, the thing sells out, right? So you got 1,000 people kind of holding tickets. And this is the thing, is that you can be knocked out of your position of having a ticket.
Yes.
So it's like, the first person to buy has the number one spot in line. Second person to buy the ticket, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. But then you have somebody after that could come along and say, hey, I'll promise to I'll buy a ticket, and when I buy this ticket, I'll also buy a T-shirt. And so that person becomes the first person in line and knocks out the 1,000th person, right? And so you have...
So if I bought a ticket, I don't have it.
You don't have it.
I don't have the highest
exactly.
bid? It's
And
gonna
that's
bid?
So it's a bidding system.
Interesting.
So you have to like bid higher than the next guy. And so when 1,000 people bid that they'll buy a ticket and a T-shirt, then all the people who originally just bought tickets are out of there, and they have to come back and say, "Hey, I'll buy the thing, a T-shirt, and a CD," and on and on and on until you get like there's 5 T-shirts and a CD and 7 stickers and this and that.
Which
and the
is
other
ridiculous because you're gonna have people that are buying all this merch to go see their favorite artist, but what if they can't afford it? Like, what if what if you're just like, I fucking love Taylor Swift, and then you don't make rent that much? I mean, that's your fault, but that shouldn't be an option. Yeah.
I think it's a bad idea. I think it's a good idea if you want to make like short-term earnings.
Yeah.
You just want to go balls deep in capitalism and say, hey, just like screw everybody out of their money and get this one thing at this time.
Back to
but
the
what's
business.
going to happen is that nobody's going to come to your next show.
Exactly. People
Nobody's
going to
come to your show next year because they already have your T-shirt, they already have your CD, and it's the same damn thing that it was, last time.
Yeah.
Especially with these big name artists. It's
Just
the
knowing
same
how
songs.
I saw Katy Perry last night.
But the other thing that I was talking to my dad about this, and he brought up a good point, is that when you go and do these things and you have this sort of auction system, it could be the day before the concert and you think you have a ticket, but then all of a sudden somebody outbids you and you don't have a ticket anymore. And especially for older people with kids, you got to get a babysitter.
Yeah.
Maybe you're flying in from out of town or something like that, and you get there and all of a sudden, nope.
You sure there's no cutoff, like 30 days?
I don't know.
before the
And
concert?
that's the whole thing. This is kind of just hearsay.
Yeah.
I just kind of heard this.
I get
about
that from maybe,
town,
like-
basically.
Yeah. That's kind of how it is.
the
for me, too.
concerts.
I'm
in,
probably
like, a
screwing
year.
myself out of a couple jobs here right now by doing this, but I don't think I just don't think it's profitable long term.
Well, and like my whole thing is like, what if, and like, I'm gonna be a little bit more romantic about the whole idea. Like, what if there's this little girl that like it's my dream to see Taylor Swift, and my mom scrounged all of her money to buy me a ticket, and she's a single parent. Hey, guess what, Sally? You can't see it because someone had more money than me.
Right,
That's
right.
like that's my whole thing.
That's life.
But then exactly that's life.
But still.
But I mean
It's like kind of fucked up though, right?
If they liked metal, they could see 20 bands.
the
for
bad
$10.
the bad pandering answer to that is that she should write a letter to Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift would like bring her to a concert.
No, she's not gonna fuck them.
No, she would, because that's good PR value.
Right, but dude, yeah, you're right. I mean, like, you're right, but it's like
But only one person can do that. That's the
Yeah.
thing. And that's why it's a bad thing.
the right thing's always the right thing. I just think that fundamentally the whole idea is the wrong thing.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
Yeah, like I just like fundamentally like, hey, listen, you have to have this much money to come see me play. Just disagree. I just think it's not the right thing.
At the same time, that's a lot on the artist too. And you do actually see that, there's a lot of good artists out there who, I forget who the artist was, but they like basically capped their ticket price forever.
Yeah.
They said, I'm never going to charge anybody more than $40 to come see me or
Yeah.
something like that. I forget who it was, but some popular band did that.
Yeah.
Do you know who it was?
Miley Cyrus.
But I mean, yeah, it's like what,
Yeah,
and
it's
like
all up to the artist too.
Yeah.
And everybody, this is the kind of thing. This is the weird thing that I realized when I moved to Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I've got 2 drinks now. I've got wine and I've got a beer here. The weird thing that I noticed when I moved to Los Angeles is that like we're in college.
Yeah.
We don't have wives. We don't have children.
yeah,
These people who are further along in the music industry, who are like on that sort of level,
yeah.
they got kids, man. They're sending their kids to school, and that shit's expensive.
Well, you're right.
And they're gonna, they're gonna do whatever they can, basically, to get whatever they can, so that they can improve their lives for not themselves. And that's the whole thing. People think these people are selfish. No, these people are kind of selfless. They just want to do it for their kids,
But I mean, Taylor Swift, though, right? I mean, like, what? That's
How much
like,
more money do you
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. When it comes to when it comes to family and your kids and everything, and providing a better life for your children, I mean, everybody just wants more and more and more because.
Well, you're right. But look at Drake, though, right? Like look at Drake. Like Drake's making so much fucking money all the fucking time, and he's providing for his
Right. And what I'm talking about though is not necessarily the performer themselves, but the people who are working for the performer.
the team. Yeah, I mean, like I totally get it. Like I definitely understand. But my whole thing is, I think that's not the right way to do it. If you want to sell more merch, if you want to sell more product, make a better product. Don't twist people's arm into buying your shitty product.
I totally agree. Yeah.
That's
What
my
if the
thing.
merch is dope too, though?
Be better.
It
I mean,
still sucks that they make you buy it, but it's
Yeah.
probably pretty cool. It's Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that they make you buy it for a place in line. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but
yeah, but I mean, like you'll probably only wear it once though. Like make something that people want to wear over and over and over and over and over again. Like Drake just opened up a store in London. He did a clothing line. It might fail. It might do great, but fucking awesome idea though. The Weeknd partnered with H&M, made quality clothes that you can buy at H&M. Really, really cool idea. I don't know if it's gonna do well. I don't know how it's doing, but great idea though. Right? Make better merch. Be better. Do better. Because you're at this elite level,
Aye.
be better.
Yeah,
All right.
totally.
That was like the Katy Perry concert. I went to last night, speaking of just like big names. It was like if I was a little girl, I would have lost my shit. That was like a Disney on Ice time.
Was that
50.
the Snapchat that I saw with the crazy looking stage and everything?
Yeah, it was incredible. Like every song was a different outfit, crew, props. She like sang around on this, sang on this Jupiter thing that went all through the sky. Then she sat down, called a girl on stage from the way back, said like make a wish. It was like talking to her forever. She called her mom on stage live, which was crazy.
That's super cool. John Mayer used to do that. Just saying.
Yeah.
She copied that.
Yeah. Don't like the short hair. She put on like a diamond wig that was longer, and I was like, that's Katy Perry.
She's crazy.
Like the short hair.
Well, here's a question: Katy Perry or Taylor Swift?
Katy Perry.
Yeah,
100%.
I think most people are in agreement.
Music-wise.
Someone told me, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if this is true or not. Someone just told me this. Could be completely wrong. I'm going to say that now. But someone told me that Taylor Swift released her album on Kanye's mom's death anniversary.
Yeah, I heard that too, and I think that's actually true to some extent.
I know she released it on the same day as Katy Perry's album. Or not Taylor
Really?
Swift. Taylor Swift got back on Spotify because she was like didn't like Spotify.
Yeah,
all that shit.
But guess what? Streaming's a thing now.
So yeah,
shut the fuck up.
So the day
streaming's
that
a thing, the album is dead.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this.
the day that Katy Perry put her album out, that's been like 4 years. I don't know how long it took, but like since the last one, she's like Taylor Swift entire collection on Spotify. They have some kind of beef. And it's funny.
That's the thing. I mean,
Stupid.
they're two separate things. I don't know if you guys do the you subscribe to like the Left Sits letter or anything like that.
I just
If
got,
anybody,
like, 3 emails from
got
Rob
it.
Lefferts, yeah.
Dude, I love this guy's writing. If anybody who's listening doesn't know,
This is
go
how I found out.
subscribe to-
No, he's how I found out about the Taylor Swift thing, and I got super
Yeah.
fucking pissed.
If anybody doesn't know, go subscribe to Bob Lefsetz's letter, LEFSETZ, lefsitsletter.com. It's a free thing. Go follow that guy because he's got groundbreaking articles and stuff.
really
like
good.
just life, man.
Yeah.
He's just a good sort of thing.
He had to take on the whole Kevin Spacey thing.
Did he? I didn't read that one.
I didn't either, but I know he has to take on it.
I gotta catch up. Anyways, he keeps going on about. It keeps going on. He has a lot of good points about Taylor Swift's album coming out, and it just seems like this guy, he writes about stuff, and then like months later you realize, oh, he's right.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So he's talking about the Taylor Swift thing, and it's like I think what he says is she's punching down instead of up.
100%.
You know, she's going against these people who are like kind of below her and like whatever. Like Kanye, honestly, like if you're on the top of the pop game like Taylor Swift was, why are you going after Kanye?
Doesn't make sense.
Like he's a hip hop guy, and he's one of like arguably in some cases the pop like
Not even your
her
same genre.
being on top of the pop, it makes it like a little bit less popular, I guess.
How
So
about
why
this?
are you going after him?
How about this? How about you do what Sam Smith did and go away for 4 years and release a fucking incredible album?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Was that label? Did they have label restrictions? Because some are like a 1 every 2 years, and I think that restricts creativity 100%.
You don't need 2 years to make a great album. I mean, like you can take it, but you don't need it though.
Sorry,
That's what I'm saying, but like
what
you
was
said
that?
4
What
years.
restricts creativity?
Yeah, that was just an arbitrary number.
like
I'm
labels
not sure how much
being
time
like,
I actually took off.
You need to release an album a year, or you need to release this many.
But now artists are getting more leverage though too.
Yeah.
So now the artists can kind of do whatever they want now if they have the leverage to do so.
Well, that's the changing nature of the music industry nowadays. Singles, exactly.
It's hard. I want to just write a weird creative album,
too,
but it'd have to be like for me.
Well, that's the thing.
I feel like you have to earn that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think so too, but sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
Like what you put out has to be a cohesive thing nowadays. Because if the album is not cohesive, but Dark Side of the Moon is still Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, always.
It's still like the whole thing front to back. You listen to it and it's orgasmic basically. Yeah. But a single nowadays, it just takes a lot to write an album.
It does, yeah.
And that's a lot more investment than a lot of people are willing to put
But
into
see,
something.
that's my thing. If you're a professional artist, though, this is my thing. We're about to get some crazy now. But we have to wrap up soon. So this will kind of be our last little thing. But I don't think you need 9 people in a room to make a hit song. I think that's ridiculous. And I think that if you need 9 people in a room to make a hit song, you're hiring half-rate people to collaborate on that song.
You mean 9 people in the room who are not performing on the song.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I completely think that's ridiculous, and I think that we have this nature. We had some when me and Mark went to Durango, there were some girls from LA that were just top liners, and they asked, and they just asked. I fucking hate that shit. I mean, I would definitely make a track for them for sure, but I think it's ridiculous because they asked them who their producer was, and guess what they said?
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, they don't.
Fuck you. You weren't even in the fucking room. You didn't even care. You don't even care about that song. You wrote a song about fucking picking up money off the ground. You dumb. I'm not even gonna say
Don't
that.
do it. Don't do it. You're trying to gain listeners right now, not lose them. That's
anyway.
The whole thing.
But I think that's ridiculous, and I think that have some talent, have some work ethic, make a great piece of work.
True. Yeah. I mean,
at least for where you're at that moment in time, do your best.
The reasoning comes down to business and people having to.
The stars are making less money, and you don't need that many fucking people in the room to fucking do it.
No, and that's the
almost
thing,
a
because the
guarantee
people
if you
that
have
are making the money aren't the songwriters and everything, but the people who are working at the labels and everything, who have kids and stuff. You know, they have like these responsibilities in their own life that they have to do. So what are they going to do? Are they going to are they going to go all in on something that is maybe not a sure thing, or are they going to hedge their bets with putting a bunch of writers in the room? I'm saying that's the reasoning. I'm not saying that's right.
Sure. Oh yeah. For
I'm not
sure.
saying that's art. I'm not saying that's like the way it should be.
100%. Here's my thing though. If you are one of the higher ups, would you rather have 3 brilliant writers or 8 subpar ones?
I think it comes. Well, you would probably.
Right. I mean,
that's the funny thing.
That's the case.
If you're the higher up, then you're not worried about your responsibilities because you got a bank account with a bunch of money in it.
Truth, yeah.
So you can take those risks. That's the funny thing. If you got a lot of money, you can take bigger risks.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yep, you're right.
If you're getting paycheck to paycheck, you're kind of like not
True
doing so many risky activities.
Go ahead.
If I had like bottomless pockets, it's like counterpoint. I don't know how it works at all. But if you had 9 people on a song and you have one guy who's just the fucking best drum programmer ever. You're like, all right, you're doing my drums, and you're the best at arranging harmony. Boom, you're doing that. But then you get one guy who's like good at it all. Is he as good as like people that can do it separately? But then in music, it's hard to like.
But see, I just don't think they have all these A players in the room. Like, look at John Legend's album, right? Blake Mills produced it. He had Pino Palladino. He had some of the best songwriters that collaborated with him. He had all these fantastic players on his album, and it was great. Listen, that's a piece of art, and that was work, and that took time and effort to do. And I think that should be the model. Put out a great piece of art.
I think if I can kind of wrap this up with a little bow,
Yep.
is that it's much more important to spend a lot of time and effort on something rather than to worry about who is in the room and this and that and the other thing.
Totally agree.
Because it's all going to come down to whoever's performing it.
Yeah.
And if they want to arrange a team behind them, a committee behind them to write this song, so be it. But you got to spend time. I think is very important.
Yep.
Time to relax and to do these things, because you need to relax after you write a song, because that's kind of like you get all wrapped up in the thing. You need to forget about a song and then come back to it before you release it a couple of times, So time and effort, it's much more important to do those things. And, going back to Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, I think the only reason that they were allowed, not that they were allowed, but that they could, they weren't allowed to write that,
They're
whole
fucking
album.
Pink Floyd.
The only reason that they wrote that how it was and were able to do like the groundbreaking sort of musical work that they did was because, and I saw this in a documentary actually about EMI. EMI, part of the thing that they argued for in their contract was apparently that they get unlimited studio time, which, by the way, everybody today basically has the same amount of studio time that Pink Floyd did. If you have $200 to $500, which is not a small amount of money, but it's not tens of thousands of dollars
by any
you
means.
can get this this Scarlett what is this
18i8
skate, what is it,
18i8 Scarlett.
18i8
That's a Focusrite interface
thing, couple of microphones, and this and that, and have the same and like Logic or Pro Tools or something like that, and have the same recording ability basically the same abilities that Pink Floyd did
Yeah.
when they went in to record this thing.
Which is fucking crazy.
And so if you spend the time on it and you're good enough, why shouldn't you be able to do something like that?
100%. I totally fucking agree. I think that's a fantastic point. All right, cool. That was a good podcast, guys.
Yeah, I like this. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I have to come back.
You're welcome back whenever you're in town, dog.
What was I saying before? I'm going to be number 56.
Yep.
Number 128. I don't know. Maybe.
We're calling. No. We're gonna make it happen now. Anybody got anything to plug?
I was gonna say on the last point though that Black Bear, I saw him open for Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
This pop guy or whatever he is, and he was singing a song. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. He said he wrote that in his room in one night on a $3,000 mic and a laptop, and it went platinum. So he got it in right hands.
Yeah.
Obviously, he has his
Right
connections,
there.
everything else, but it is possible. Skrillex wrote his fucking Grammy Award-winning
Yep.
shit
Tom Misch.
on a broken KRK-5 in hotel rooms.
Right.
Just it's in your brain,
Crazy.
not really what. It's like, use your
Yep.
tools to the best. Less is more.
Yeah.
For sure. I totally fucking.
But if you get a genius in a studio that's fucking like amazing, then that's when
it's
magic happens.
it's just even better.
Yeah, just even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And anybody got anything to plug?
I'm recording a song with some guys out in LA, Steven and Chris. I don't know them.
You doing it, dog?
Yeah, man.
You're doing
I'm
it.
doing it. It's a pretty good song. We'll see how it goes.
You recording it, writing it. What are you doing?
I just got the bounce. We're gonna write a solo to it.
Fuck yeah.
Nice, man.
We're gonna go record this. Some guy. I'm basically going to write out the solo, and then we're gonna get a saxophone player to come in and read the solo off that I write. I don't know. We're gonna record it and put it out, and
Let
and
us
then
know now,
I'll
son.
send it to you, and then you're gonna plug it, right? You're gonna
Yeah,
put it
of
back
course.
into this podcast.
Goddamn
and
right, bro.
everybody's gonna listen to it.
Of course.
Is there any name, band names, artist names?
That's the thing. I don't know yet. Probably just Steven
Cool.
is the name. No, I don't know. I'll let you know about that
Fantastic.
too when it comes up.
Are the E's threes?
Where can where can people find you, Patrick Gilbride?
People can find me
Social
on
medias.
Instagram is probably the best way, but I don't know. I'm kind of like absent from that sort of stuff.
You should start doing it.
I know I should, but I'm really into a personal development. At this point.
I feel you.
So
I ain't mad at that.
we'll see.
You can go ahead and share your Pornhub username.
Yeah.
You can DM
It's,
him there.
Yep.
Relates back to the beginning
It's
of
where
the
we all spend most of our time.
I guess on Instagram you can find me at @momuko1. It's probably the best way to get in touch with me if you want to.
There you go. Cool. Fantastic. Justin, you got anything to plug, brother? I mean, you just start posting some content up. You want to give everyone your username?
@JustinDoeMusic.
Everyone find Justin Doe at Justin Doe Music. Little @ on Instagram. Yeah, it's okay. I loved it.
Hey, you want to end on a high note?
Yeah. I like it. If anyone wants to find me, I'm on fucking hilarious. If anyone wants to find this guy, at Joey NE. Inducive's got some cool shit coming up. Just wait, we got a playlist on Spotify that's gonna drop on Wednesday. And me and Justin got some really cool shit in the works too that we can't talk about right now, but we will in the future.
Oh, man. I can't wait.
Let's be super fucking stoked. So at Inducive Music, we'll tag all that in the thing. Mark Mount, where can people fucking find you, bro?
Pornhub of Mount Mark 12. And I'm pretty much on there most days from 7 p.m. to 11 a.m.
Mark has a problem.
I'm just kidding. It's Ableton is instead of Pornhub. That's what I'm doing. Import audio. Yeah, I always say that's definitely what it is. I just say it with a question. Import audio everywhere, I think.
MPORT audio.
You got to get
Just
it
kidding,
on
I know.
lock, you know.
Yeah.
Unification.
It's what
of
it
the whole
is.
thing. All right.
All right, guys.
This was a lot of fun.
Super fucking hyped. Everyone have a great fucking rest of your goddamn week. I'm excited. We're about to go play an open mic, about to go play some music. Shout out Society Spirits Sports Bar. I'm not sure what the exact name
Monday
is.
nights, 9 o'clock.
Monday nights,
That's when
9
it
o'clock.
happens. That's
Nick-
when the magic happens.
Yep, Nick J
Right
hosts
there.
that. It's going to be great. All right, guys. Well, that's all we got. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. We love you guys. We appreciate every single listen that we get. You guys are the fucking best. If you like it, just make sure you give us a like. Make sure you give us a subscribe. Or make sure you tell us that we fucking suck, because I'm cool with that too.
I want some lively discussion in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think about all this shit. All right, we love you guys. We're out. 3, 2, 1, done.
Let's go melt some face.